Hey, it's BT with the BT Jerez GP review. Let's get right to it. How great is the Jerez GP? Over 160,000 people over the weekend. It's the first European round. Well, technically Portugal is, but not really. It's kind of like if you ever watch Different Strokes, you know, like Mr. Drummond loved Arnold and Willis, but let's be honest, he wasn't their real daddy, and we all know why. But still, he loved him, but still, you know what I'm talking about. And that's how Jerez is. Jerez is the first European round. The Spanish riders are geeked. And who stole the show? Dani Pedrosa. But first, Moto3. Moto3 rider of the race goes to Ivan Ortola. Where has this kid come from? He's with the all-female team, except for him, which I think is great for the all-female team, but he's, you know, the one male there. So I think it's great. He is doing a great job. He's come from nowhere. I love it, man. He's a new kid on the block. You know, everybody's looking at Jose Antonio Rueda, who I love, and he's doing a great job, don't get me wrong. And he'll be there, I think, for the championship toward the end. But to see this new blood coming in, I mean, he's talking about new blood and old blood in Moto3. I mean, they're still 19 and 20, except for like Fanati, who's like old as me. But still, great job, Ortola. I think he's going to be there toward the end. At least I hope so. He's got 2 victories. It's going to just breed more confidence. So it's going to be a great championship. Jamie Massia, he's showing his worth. He's got, 2 podiums in a row. Sasaki's going to be there. He's going to limit the mistakes. So it's going to be great Moto3. Heartbreak goes to Dinian Chu. I mean, he had pole position and he finished 8th. I think he's getting too big for the bike. If you've seen him, he looks really mature. Moto2 has got to be his next destination. He's getting too big for the bike. Or who knows, maybe he'll go to Super Sport and World Superbike. I think that's what Keenan wants, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, Moto2, damn Sam Lowes is the rider of the race. He gave Pedro Acosta an ass whooping. He literally took him to the back of the shed and gave him an old-fashioned butt whooping. You know what it reminds me of? And I told the story before, I tell you it again. It's like being at your own birthday party and you get your ass whooped. And that's what my mama did to me. I had a birthday party and it was some girls in my big wheel. And I pushed her off. Hey, I was 5. I didn't know there's rules against that. And I pushed her off and my mom gave me an ass whooping. And it was in the garage. And there's only one way out. There was a door. And I just see these little black heads go, ooh, she whooping his ass. And did I deserve it? But still, that's what Sam Lowes did. He went to Pedro Acosta's birthday party and he whooped his ass. Who beats Pedro Acosta by 3 seconds in a dry race? Sam Lowes. And Sam's 32 years old. That was a dad giving a young kid an ass whooping. Wow. I love Pedro. I still think he'll win the championship. But man, I give it to Sam Lowes. And I'll tell you this. Maybe Sam Lowes was hurt those years. I didn't really talk shit about Sam, but I said maybe it's time for Sam to go. I think maybe Sam is finally healthy. Maybe that's it. If it is, I apologize to Sam. Like Sam gives a shit about me. But I apologize to Sam. But Sam Lowes stole the show in Moto2. Congratulations. Heartbreak goes to Agora. You had the second row. You had to you're finally getting healthy, get some points, and he crashes out. Agora always ends up tripping over his own feet. And somewhere, you know, Taka Nakagami was like, one more year. So you never know. I mean, I still think Taka's out, but still, he had to be like, yeah, I still got a job. Anyway, MotoGP, come on now. Ride the race. It's got to go to Dani Pedrosa. You know what Dani Pedrosa did? That's like going down to the YMCA and you're playing, you go, hey, old man, you want to play? Yeah, I'll show you young fellas how to play. And he comes in and drops like a triple-double. You know, that's like picking him up out of YMCA Rec League, and he plays in an NBA championship game, and he scores a triple-double. Even Steph Curry's going, damn, this old man can hoop. Danny had gray in his hair. You see, he had gray. He's almost as old as Fanati. And he comes and does what he did with the greatest riders in the world. Even they were like, man, this old man making us look bad. I mean, seriously, I think his goal was obviously the race, but it's probably to pick up some technical, you know, for the bike and everything. But I guess he goes, hey, I'm racing. And he had nothing to lose. And it just goes to show you the pressure these guys are under. He had nothing to lose. And look where he finished. Dani Pedrosa stole the entire show. It was great to see Rossi there and to see Danny race just for fun because we put so much pressure on him. And Danny was supposed to be that dude. And because of injuries and whatever, you know, it just didn't work out. And to see him come back and how he raced, you couldn't help but say, And that was a Pedrosa weekend. He just stole the show for me. It was great racing, but Pedrosa stole the show. God damn, I loved it. I almost put tears in my eyes. Like I said, it's like being at the YMCA and you go, hey, old man, you want to play? He goes, yeah, I'll play. And he comes in and puts a triple-double in the NBA Finals. And you go, hey, man, where you going? He goes, I got to go to work. Shit, I got the second shift to Walmart. I got to go drive a forklift. We're going to celebrate with champagne. When you go celebrate champagne, I got to go work a forklift at second shift to Walmart. See y'all later. And you go, are you serious? The MVP of the NBA Finals, where's he at? He's at Walmart right now. He had to go back and do his job. That's what it was watching Danny Pedrosa. Goddamn, Danny. Great job. Heartbreak has to go to... Hey, look, heartbreak, I was going to give it to Miguel Oliveira, who is in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was going to give it to Fabio, who had a long lap penalty. Matter of fact, listen. Between Miguel Oliveira and Johan Mir, if I was walking someplace and I was late and I had about 20 miles to go, and Johan Mir and Miguel Oliveira were in the same car, and they go, hey, you want to ride? I go, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to walk. Yeah, I don't want that kind of bad luck. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but if those two are in the same car together, man, get the hell out of the way. Something bad's about to happen. Through no fault of their own. But, I mean, listen, there's got to be some three-legged rabbits walking around in Portugal and somewhere in Spain, because Johan Mir and Miguel Oliveira have to be like, come here, rabbit. And they put a rabbit's foot around their neck. There's got to be some handicapped rabbit going around like, man, good luck, Miguel. You ain't got no leg because of you. I don't know what the deal is. I feel so bad for Miguel. And no fault of Fabio. He was going for the gap. And like Ayrton Senna said, if you don't go for that gap, you shouldn't be racing him. I don't think he should have got long lap penalty, but tell him before. What they did to Fabio, he gets on the grid and finds out he got a long lap penalty. You know what that's like? That's like getting home and you get your shoes off and you're about to watch TV, and all of a sudden you get on your phone gets an alert say, oh, by the way, you got a speeding ticket from about 30 minutes ago. What? Some camera caught you speeding and you got a speeding ticket. You didn't even know about it. That's what that's like. I think they kind of did it wrong. But Fabio was having a shit. He was having a shit GP. He really was. He was doing the best he could, but matter of fact, finally realized this. Fabio's in 12th place in the championship. 12th place, man. It's not looking good for Fabio right now or Yamaha. I feel so bad for the guy. And they're slowly letting Pecco build up a lead that they can't get. Right now, Pecco has 87 points. And Bezzecchi has 72. No. Anyway, it's about 23 point difference between those two. Somewhere around there. And they got to be careful because Pecco looks smooth. He really did. And what Pecco's doing right now, when Pecco's on, he's hard to beat. But I will say this, though. How great the sprint race is great for all of us. What just happened? Oh, okay. Well, I think the sprint race is great for all of us, especially Brad Binder and Jack Miller. This sprint race is tailor-made for him. And to me, Brad Binder is the Daniel Ricciardo of racing. It's like, Brad, great job.
Well, I feel great. You know, the bike is great. And I feel a whole new, a whole new breath of life.
And Daniel Ricciardo comes in like,
hey, can I interview you, Brad? And Brad's like, yeah, go ahead, Daniel. Okay. What's it like to race your Formula One? I don't know. What's it like to race your MotoGP?
See, those two are the same. And please don't show them this. Anyway, but props to Brad Binder and Jack Miller. And let me tell you something. At the beginning of the year, we all talked about, hey, man, the Ducatis, you go beat the Ducatis. KTM has stepped up between KTM and Gas. And I'm going to say this right now. No one's mentioned what Fernandez has done. The new rookie. Hold on. I feel bad doing this, but hold on. Augusto Fernandez. But I'm sorry, I had to do that. I looked at it. But Augusto Fernandez did this off the top of my head. But Augusto Fernandez has been getting points and no one's talking about it. He's getting confidence and points. And his leader, Paulo Espargaro, you know, he's getting well. He's on the mend. So what Fernandez is doing is nothing short of incredible. Good for this guy. I think the championship is in great hands. And KTM is going to give it to Ducati. These two going at it is great. And oh, how the tide has changed. Mighty Honda has fallen to the point of now they got a Calyx, as of this recording, they got a Calyx chassis they're putting on the MotoGP bike, which means they are in disarray. You know what that's like? It's like getting a high school sophomore to start for the varsity at quarterback. Like, hey, man, we ain't got nobody. Can you play? Okay. I mean, my voice is changing, but I'll do the best I can. That's what it's like. I mean, Honda's in disarray. Yamaha's in disarray. KTM has stepped up in a big way. Miller's happy. He's looking great. They're having fun. GP is fun. You can tell they're having fun. He and Brad Binder, they're having a great time. So GP's in a better place and you can only imagine. And I know people hate me saying this, but you wait till Big Daddy gets in. That's Mark Marquez. When Marquez comes back, and I don't care what Mark says, man, he still has that look in his eye. And if he gets healthy, and I hope he gets healthy, and I thought it was his shoulder, but he said, like, the braking in the GP bike, which I don't know about. You can't say the guy's a liar. But when he comes back, what he's got to do is just methodically get points. And it's not good Mark Marquez is and how bad the Honda team is. He's still ahead of Johan Mir in the points. He's only had one race, and he's still ahead of Johan Mir in the points. That's how bad of a year Mir is having. And I feel so bad for him. But like I said, if you see Mir and Oliveira in the same car together, get the hell out of the way. Ain't nothing good about to happen. I think that's pretty much about it. 22 points between Bez and Pecco Bagnaia. And the rest of the boys better step up because Bagnaia might take this thing. It could be over before the break. But then again, we said that last year, and Pecco came back in the greatest comeback in sports history. I really think so. What Pecco did, well, the Boston Bruins just lost in hockey and they had the best record. But anyway, that's a whole different story. They better get on the hump because let me say something. Pecco, yeah, he screws up every now and then, but if they keep battling amongst themselves, Pecco's going to make this championship out of reach by the time the break comes or shortly after. So hopefully somebody answers that call, and I think Marquez will. And if Brad Bent, the KTMs start, KTMs are basically Usain Bolt when it comes to the start. So, great job by KTM. I forgot to say, heartbreak in MotoGP goes to Maverick Vinales. He lost the chain on the last lap. A chain. So I feel so bad for Maverick, but he still got to get somebody call Ricky Gadsden and help Maverick on his starts, please. For the love of God, please. Anyway, so that's about it. Sorry I was rambling, but man, I just thought it was a great GP. Like I said, Pedrosa stole the damn show. KTM is answering the bell. Pecco's looking like Pecco, unbeatable. But again, I like to see Danny do his job. I mean, honestly, like I said, he's almost as old as Fanati, and he's still doing it, man. Anyway, that's my GP. Sorry I rambled too much. Give me a criticism. Give me whatever you guys like. I don't care, man. Just thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll give another one from Le Mans. Until then, you know the word. Bye.